you care. A lot of breaking news today. A lot of Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein bombas, as they call them. I'm Arnie. I'm Arnie tonight. David Ornstein, what a bomba. Now, look, guys, there's been so much chat about Alexander Isak, the centre forward at Newcastle. Huge admirers and have been for a while. And who wouldn't be? His crazy goals and assists record, especially last year and the year before, two unbelievable records since they signed him for Real Sociedad. Liverpool have been looking at him. So the question is, would Liverpool put a bid in? We know Newcastle are looking for crazy money. They're looking for over £100 million. Maybe even £130 million. I heard crazy ones, 150 and all this type of thing, 200 million, all this type of thing. I still think about £120 million would do the deal. But the big question now is, Newcastle United, what do they do? They're looking at Eintracht Frankfurt centre forward Hugo Ekitike as well. And Liverpool like him too, 22-year-old French centre forward at Eintracht Frankfurt, who's had a great season there as well. He's only 22. I mean, what would you be looking there? About £80 million, something like that. Newcastle had a £70 million bid rejected a few days ago. So Liverpool coming in, playing the field, coming in and going, look, we know you want Hugo. We know you want Hugo. The question is, we like Hugo too, but we also like Alexander Isak. If we give you 120, 130 for Isak, you can go for Hugo straight in. You can have him at a few quid to spare and stuff like that. But if you don't let us, even chat to Isak and have a good chance of signing him, it's a bit of shithousery, to be honest, from Liverpool, isn't it? It's probably old school shithousery. United used to do it, Chelsea used to do it, especially when you're on top. They did it with Van Persie and they did it with Van Nistelrooy as well, remember. So the question is, will Liverpool come back with a bid, an actual bid on the table for Isak? They haven't put a bid in. They've just had formal approach, chat, letting him know, letting his agent know that we're interested. And it must have turned Isak's head. It absolutely must have turned his head. He must be going, wow. Imagine me there with Salah and Wirtz and all the new signings Liverpool have, and the champions and the other crowd and stuff like that. Look, Newcastle are a great club. They have great fan base, great ground. I've been in the ground, unbelievable ground. Great city, Newcastle, of course. But Liverpool are a level above, I have to say it. Liverpool are a level above Newcastle and always have been. So the big question for Isak is, does he want to come to Liverpool? I believe he does. But the other question is, do Newcastle want to sell? I don't believe they do. He's 3 years left on his contract. They want Hugo. And Liverpool are saying, right, if you want to sell us Isak, we'll put a bid in for a Hugo. And I wouldn't mind Hugo Ekitike myself, because as I say, he's only 22. He's raw. He's unproven. The Bundesliga is a different league, the Premier League, of course. But, whereas Isak is Premier League proven, Premier League level, top level, potential world star level, no real risks. Yes, he's had a few injuries and stuff like that, but you pay the money, you get what you get, and that's what it is. But it's going to be really, really interesting. I would say in the next 24 or 48 hours what's going to happen. Maybe even by Friday. One thing's going to happen. Isak moves on to another level, and it's a big, big possibility. Or Liverpool move into the Hugo Ekitike and put a bid in for him, Newcastle, and try outprice Newcastle and go all in on Hugo, maybe come back for Isak next year. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Saeed is in the house. How are you? I'm absolutely brilliant. Yes, guys, I say a lot of people say they love Isak. Who would you like, Isak or Hugo? Okay, who would you like in the comments, guys? Thumbs up now for Isak. Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Dave's LFC chat. You'll never walk alone. But look, guys, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's go. Let's move. Liverpool, unbelievable transfer window already. Kirkez from Bournemouth, about 40 million. Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, 30, 35 million, something like that. And then blew them all out of the water. Potential world record, but no, Premier League record. 116.5 million, £100 million up front for Florian Wirtz, the darling of the Bundesliga from Bayer Leverkusen. They're already in the bag, done deal. Yes, we've sold a few players and stuff like that. We will still need to sell a few. Other news tonight is the Napoli Nunes thing looks off. It looks off. I think they're going to be signing someone else. The big question is, will El Hal come in from Saudi for Nunes? We know Liverpool turned down a big bid, I think it was in January for him, so there's a really good chance that Nunes will go to Saudi in the next week or two. Let's see. Let's just see what happens there. But it just doesn't look like it's going to work out with Liverpool, does it? It really doesn't. He got a goal against Preston at the weekend, but it just does like Slot really rates him. He could stay at Liverpool, he could get the odd goal, he could come on, he could get a few games, be a super sub and stuff like that, but he needs to be playing. He's a young lad, mid-20s. He's got to be playing football for Uruguay. There's a World Cup coming up next year as well. A lot of the players, like Chiesa, need to be playing. Chiesa won as well. Italy, not many teams coming in, is there? There's not many teams coming in. What can Liverpool do? I mean, the players are in contract. You have to keep them. If nobody comes in, they've got to. I still think Chiesa, there's a player there. I still think it's worth keeping because you're not going to get a huge amount of money for him anyway. So keep Chiesa. It's a long season. There's a lot of football. Give him another season, I think. But Nez, I think, is more or less gone. Bar the shout. And Harvey Elliott could be another one that could go. Tyler Morton could go. The Kanate situation is an interesting one as well. I mean, so far the thoughts are that he doesn't want to sign a new deal. He's only a year left on his contract. That looks like he's going to run it down and do maybe do a trend to go to Madrid. Who knows? But to be honest, the centre half market, the centre back market is not great at the moment. The Crystal Palace captain Mark Gea has gone very quiet, hasn't it? I do like him. I'd like to get him. I know Liverpool don't want to pay over the odds in. He has a year left on his contract, but I would like him in. I mean, imagine him and Isak. What a window. Or even him and Ekitike. Even him and Hugo. I would absolutely take your hand off right now. I still think the Isak one. I know there's so much, blah, blah, blah. You've got to see through the trees. You've got to see through the grapevine. I still think it's going to be a very, very hard one to get over the line for Liverpool. Not only the money, not only the wages involved, the fact that he's 3 years left on his contract at Newcastle. Newcastle could play hardball the whole way. Liverpool could be sidestepped and maybe go all in for Hugo. Ekitike maybe in the next 24 or 48 hours and move on that one. I think that is a possibility. I like Isak at the club, absolutely. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just trying to be, objective. I'm trying to be looking at it and going, Hugo, or imagine getting Isak and Wirtz, over 100 million in both in the same window. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll have Isak Mies as Ella Sports, absolutely. I'm not saying I wouldn't like him, I'm just saying it's crazy. Even with that news today, there's no bid gone in. Just Liverpool are asking questions. They're rocking the boat. The agent, probably his representatives, Liverpool are interested in you. They're going to pay 120, 130 for you. It's a lot of money. Now, you'll be knocking on the door, Isak. You'll be knocking on the door of the Newcastle boss, maybe Eddie Howe and stuff like that. And the fact that they like Hugo Ekitike and already have put in a bid for him and Liverpool sniffing around is not good news for Newcastle. It's just not good news for Newcastle at all. It's a bit of shithousery. It happens in football and it's life, and that's just the way it is. Anfield Lark is in. Nunes is Bookie's favourite to go to Saudi as of today, says Anfield Lark. How are you, bro? Hopefully you are well. Yeah, look, you good chance you get a higher transfer fee. You might get north of 70 million for Nunes if he goes to Saudi. The question is, does he want to go? He did want to go in January. It is a big move. The league is a very low level league. You get huge wages, tax free and all that type of thing. But the level is not Premier League level. It just isn't, guys. It's more of a place you go with 2 or 3 years left to play. It's more of a place to go that you retire. Like when Salah in another 2 years he runs down his contract goes, and you made 32, 33, 34, like a Ronaldo and stuff like that. But there's so much money to be made there, But Nunes to go would be a big coup for the Saudi league. But who knows? We'll keep Chiesa too. Sadly, he is the most ideal player to step up for Diogo Jota. Look, I like Chiesa. I really, really do. He's tenacious. He gives us all. He's a 100% player. He's an Italian international. Come on, he's an Italian international. And who remembers him at the Euros a few years ago? It was absolutely unbelievable. There is a player there, got a good pre-season behind him. As I say, you're not going to get more than 15, 20, less than 20 million for him. You're not going to get a huge transfer fee for him. So why get rid of him? He gives you options off the bench. You can bring him on last 20, rest of like a Salah and stuff like that. I'd keep him. Nunes, I would get rid of, sadly. I don't like any Liverpool player going, but Nunes' project just hasn't worked. You know, Elliott seems to have gone quiet. Now West Ham are interested in Elliott and Brighton were interested as well. Maybe even a German club, but we shall see. And of course, Luis Diaz being linked heavily linked with Bayern Munich. The German giants put a bid in far too low. What about 58 million pound? Liverpool are north of 70, 75 million pound for him, to be fair. He's a €100 million player. He really is. The Colombian international, brilliant last year. I mean, you've seen some crazy prices and you know, some crazy transfer fees. I mean, Luis Diaz is definitely worth 70 million, 75 million pound easily. Absolutely easy. Isak will be a Liverpool player, says Paul Rogers. I love it, Paul. I hope you're right, my friend. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's gonna be, he is gonna be. I'm just saying it's still a tough one to get over the line. But it is possible. Anything is possible in football and in this world. It's crazy world we live at the moment. So hit the like. We've 20 people in, only got one like. What's going on? Hit that like for the Reds. Hit that like for Isak to come to the Reds. Now, wouldn't that be a dream? Imagine that team coming out. Imagine this team coming out for the Charity Shield against Palace at Wembley. And if you mark Gea as well in, maybe, hopefully. We do need a centre half, to be fair. Frimpong, you've got Kirkez, you've got Florian Wirtz and Isak or whatever way you want to call it. Imagine that. Wow. Talio Dave, one thinks Ekitike will sign for 60 million, says Gary Richards. Yes. I have a feeling it's going to be Hugo Ekitike. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's a really good, raw. He's a lot more raw, let's say, than Isak. Isak's ready-made. He's ready to roll, ready to rock. We know what you get. You get what you pay for and stuff like that. For about 50 million less, you get Hugo. He's younger. He is raw. Potential is ceiling is right up there, but I think they're going to try their hardest for Isak. They really are. In the next 20, 24, 48 hours, going to really push. Try to push all the right buttons or wrong buttons. And if it doesn't work, by maybe Friday, you might see a Liverpool put a bid in for Eintracht Frankfurt superstar Hugo Ekitike. I'd say that is what is going to happen. Hit the like button. It isn't showing any. The like button isn't showing on the screen for some reason. Okay. Alright. Weird. Maybe because I'm doing it this way instead of this way. I don't know. But hit the like, hit the share, give us a love and show us you care. A lot more stuff coming from Dave's LFC chats, a lot of shorts, do loads of shorts. They're going to try to do a lot more live shows, maybe the odd, you know, watch along, stuff like that. Hopefully it will be good. So Anfield Lark is in hell. Pill Cube, long time no see. How my friend? In the house, hits 147. Heavy pockets. Do you like drinking fresh? What? Okay. I was going to read that without, and then I went, uh-oh, probably not. Gary Richards, Paul Rogers, you absolute legends in the house. Ellis Sports, Clips, you guys are absolute legends for popping in and saying hello. But who would you like Liverpool to sign if you had a choice? I know you're probably all going to go for Newcastle centre forward Alexander Isak. He is the proven, he is the number one target. Hugo's probably the second target. But to be honest, I wouldn't be too worried about Hugo Ekitike. I really wouldn't. The ceiling is very, very high. If we don't get Isak, maybe we could come in for Isak next summer if we get Hugo. Because we do need a number 9. We do need a centre forward. We absolutely do. And I don't think we'll stop there. We need a centre half too. Yeah, there's always one or two lunatics. Heavy pockets. You'll always get one or two loony bins, wouldn't you? But as I say, guys, smash the like. Let's go. Huge breaking bomba news. I didn't know what to make of it. First Fabrizio Romano, then David Ornstein. Orny. I'm Orny tonight. He would make you Orny, David Ornstein with that type of news, of course. And if Alexander Isak does sign for Liverpool, we'll all be Orny. But let's see what happens. Having watched Ekitike highlights, to be honest, would keep Nunes, but Isak needs to be one we go after, says Anfield Lark. We are going after him. We haven't put in a bid yet. We know roughly what Newcastle would want. It's north of 120, 130 million pounds, and they would probably want it up front, not in instalments or anything like that. Maybe Liverpool will offer 120 plus 10 or 15 add-ons, something similar to the Wirtz deal. Maybe, we shall see. I'm sure the next 24, 48 hours are going to be huge. Huge for Newcastle too. Huge for Liverpool, Newcastle. But it's exciting times. It's absolutely exciting times to be a Liverpool fan. If you take anything from this, guys, it's absolutely dreamland. Even so far, I mean, we've seen the highlights today. I don't know whether you've seen Liverpool training from AXA. Flying Wirtz, first sort of videos and taking shots and scoring goals today. Frimpong with Wirtz, great fence from Bayer Leverkusen, of course. And Kirkez, looks like they're all settling in nicely. It's great for Slot to get a good pre-season under the belt. Nice and easy. A really light pre-season schedule, you have to say. Preston North End, emotional Preston North End of the weekend. Congrats to Preston, a brilliant fan base, brilliant club, brilliantly done. Absolutely top respect for Preston North End. I mean, we've a whole week Slot looking at the players, looking at it. Don't fly out until the weekend to Asia, Hong Kong and Japan. Only 2 games. You know, we play AC Milan as one of them, then a local side. Fly back. We've got those 2 games against Athletic Club at Anfield. In the Adidas strip from August the 1st. I can't wait for that as well. The new Adidas strip looks absolutely beautiful. All 3. The green third strip really does look good, doesn't it? It's got, so they're going to have the media department at Liverpool are going to be worked off their butts. They're going to have to be getting videos out, you know, interviews out in the Adidas stuff, all build up until August the 1st when the new kit comes out and that gold Premier League champions badge goes on the armband. And also they've got the Charity Shield. I think it's the 7th of August, if I'm right, against Crystal Palace at Wembley. That should be really interesting. Then the home game, Anfield, that will be emotional too. First home game against Bournemouth. You want to start off with a win. You want 3 points. Won't be easy. Bournemouth are a good side, but they've lost a few players and probably could lose 1 or 2 more before that game. So really interesting times to be a Liverpool fan. As I said, gonna try to do a few more lives, you know, 20-25 minute lives, 1 or 2 a week. Try to get Keith and Ivan back for a Liverpool chat with the boys, a build up to the new season, because I cannot wait. The new Adidas kit coming in, players coming in, links all over the shop. Cannot wait for it. Cowdhar Zach is in. How are you, my friend? Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the back of the net button. Who would you like Liverpool to sign next? Alexander Isak or Hugo Ekitike? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let's go. Said hi. Anfield Lark in the house. Looking good, man. Looking like an yes instructor with the toy hair. But look, as I say, Shearer and Sutton, they were the SAS from the Blackburn Rover days back in the 90s. I remember them very well. But guys, as I say, it's really exciting times to be a Liverpool fan, isn't it? It is absolutely beautiful times to be a Liverpool. Bit of a Matrix scene going on in the background there, isn't it? Bit of a Matrix trick going on there, but just over the moon at the moment. I'll be keeping an eye on it, keeping an eye on Ornstein, keeping an eye on Fabrizio Romano, James Pearce, Paul Joyce, all these guys. I don't think Paul Joyce mentioned anything today. I know Ornstein did and Romano did. Let me know. I don't know. Anfield Lark, did Ornstein have anything to say about Isak or Hugo? I don't know. I'm new to the stream, says Messiah Dennis. I can't pronounce. I can't even read that. My eyesight's going. Well, I am 52. I think I need glasses. But new to the stream. Hit the like, my friend. Hit the share. Let's go. Huge season. Liverpool looking to retain the Premier League, and of course, hopefully win number 7 in the Champions League. That would be nice. Number 21 in the league would be even nicer. We shall see. That's what I want. I'm sure Slot wants to go further in the Champions League than last 16. It's just a pity we came up against an unbelievable PSG team. Yes, it was only penalties in the end, but that's a really good side. I know Chelsea beat them in the Club World Cup. Didn't even watch a minute of it. Didn't watch 30 seconds of that bloody thing. Yeah, I seen the goals on Twitter and, but an actual live game, watching it, didn't watch it, guys. Did not watch it. Mainly it was Fabrizio Romano, I think, that announced it. Yes, it was. Bit of, Fabrizio Romano gets it right, gets it wrong sometimes. Ornstein is usually on the button, but Paul Joyce and Ornstein to be the ones. I'm outside your house. Okay. I'll wave at the window. But I'm not in a house, so you got that one wrong. But anyway, guys, as I say, stalkers in the building. Look, I'm not going to stay on long. It's just really, the breaking news. Isak, Liverpool make formal approach without making a bid. Just, testing the water, as they say. If this comes off and they can get Isak in this window, it will be ridiculous. It will be seismic. Personally, I can't see it. I think he could end up at Liverpool at some stage. We know Salah's 2 years left, maybe next year. But I would like him. We shall see. And I would also love Hugo Ekitike. But we shall see. Maybe someone else left field will come in. The Marquia stuff from Crystal Palace, the centre half, has gone quiet. But let's hope. I like him. I really do. The England centre half. It's gone very, very quiet. I would like him at Liverpool. You better sleep with your eyes open. Oh my God, another lunatic in the house. You'll always get one or two, won't you? You'll always get one or two. I'm not going to stay on much longer, guys. As I say, hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care. Isak or Hugo to Liverpool. Which one will it be? Or will it be either? I don't know. I'm coming to get you in your sleep. Loony bin. Absolutely. You want to have a thick skin on here, wouldn't you? You'd want to have a thick skin on here. You really would. Get lunatics. They're everywhere. This guy's probably in a hospital typing. But look, as I say, guys, gonna leave it there. Stay safe. Anfield Ark clapping his head off. I know lunatics. Anfield Ark, you can actually get rid of him if you want. You've got the power. You got the power, my friend. You have got the power. But as I say, guys, talk soon. You'll never walk alone. Use the power. The power. It's like He-Man. I've got the power. Do you remember that He-Man in the 80s? Used to love that cartoon. It was absolutely brilliant. But as I say, guys, all eyes on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, in the next 24, 48 hours. I think you'll see movement by Thursday or Friday. I cannot wait for that. But the Napoli thing with Darwin is over. Ain't gonna happen. So maybe Darwin will go. All things are going to happen, I'd say, quickly in the next week. I think probably Liverpool are hoping one or two things happen before they fly out on their Asian tour at the weekend. But that might be too soon. But let's see what happens. It's really, really exciting time to be a Liverpool fan. We won't forget Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. Of course we won't. We'll never forget them. They will get the respect. They will be never forgotten. They'll probably get some sort of a plaque or a monument or a statue outside Anfield, and there will be more to come on that. Of course there will. But we shall leave it there. Stay safe. Talk soon. You'll never walk alone. How are you? Says M. Joseph. I'm fantastic, my friend. I'm going to go now. I've been on for about 25 minutes. Gonna do this a lot more, guys. Nice one, Dave. Anfield Ark, thanks for popping in, mate. Stay safe. Talk soon. Until next time, guys. This